So you just finished back to school shopping and you get home and you realize you still need to label everything. Don't worry, I've got you covered. Today we'll be making our own sticker labels using the print and cut feature in Cricut Design Space. And this is a whole lot easier than you think it is. And I even have a free template for you. If we're just meeting right now, hi, my name is Nisha. Welcome to Little Craft Nest. So I created this template right here so we can maximize our print and cut area so we can get the most stickers on one page as possible. Now the one I have here is for A4 paper because I am using A4 sticker paper today, but I also have one for letter size paper. So I will leave the link for the project of these templates in the description. So I made this template directly in Cricut Design Space. So you don't need to upload anything. You don't even need Cricut access. You just have to click the link in my description and it will take you to this page. So if I click on my template here, you'll notice I have 3 separate squares all attached together. So you can click on the arrow beside attach and you can see each square that I have. So we can fill the entirety of this shape I created right here with stickers to get the most stickers possible on the page. But if you want yours in a square or a rectangle, you can just use one of these squares here and delete the other ones. If you plan to use them all together, what you're gonna do is select this. I already have it attached together. We're gonna go up to the top and we're gonna change this to a guide layer. And you can see the lines from all the squares there, which is gonna confuse you a little bit. So before you move on, you're gonna go down to the bottom right, click on Combine, and then Unite. And now all those squares have made our one shape, and this will be our guide. Now we need to make some stickers to put on this guide. What I really love about creating your own stickers is that you can really personalize these stickers. So my daughter loves bunnies, she loves gymnastics, she loves the color purple. So I'm gonna incorporate those themes into these sticker labels. So let's go over to images and I'm gonna type out gymnastics. And I'm gonna select this second image right here. We're gonna shrink that down. Now I want this to be a circle label. So let's go over to shapes and select a circle. Let's make our circle purple by going up to the top and let's choose a purple color here. And now this guide layer might get in your way a little bit when you're trying to move objects on your screen. So you could put that aside like this, or for now, you can just go over to the layers panel and underneath that shape here, click on that eye just to hide it for now while we create our stickers. So I want this gymnast to go on top of this circle. Right now it's going behind. So let's go back over to the layers panel and drag that gymnast silhouette to the top. Now we can place this gymnast right on top. And of course we need to add a name to this label. So let's go over to text. I'm going to type out a name and I'm going to press enter after each letter because I want the letters to go on top of each other. Now, I don't love this font, so let's choose a different font. Let's try this one here. It says Agent Q. And now there's a lot of spacing between these letters. So let's go back up to the top and we're gonna click on that pencil here. Now, if you're not using the latest version of Cricut Design Space, you may not see this pencil here, but you will be able to see the same functions I'm using at the top of your screen. A few things have been changing around in Design Space, so if you're ever wondering where did that feature go, just comment below and I will try to help you. So I'm clicking on the pencil and we're gonna go over to line space and I'm gonna type in -5 and see if that looks better. So that's a little better. Maybe you want them a little closer. So maybe I just did 7 instead of -7. -7. All right, that looks good. So now I can grab this name, make it smaller, and drag the name Emma on top of our sticker here. And then position everything where you want it to go. And I think that looks super cute. So in order to turn this into a sticker, we need to flatten it. So select those 3 layers. You can tell that they're all selected because they will turn green in the layers panel and then go down to the bottom right and click on flatten. Also, if you're using this new toolbar in Design Space, You'll also have the flatten option over here on the left-hand side. So there's our first sticker. I love it. Let's see if we can create a few more. So I'm heading back over to shapes, and instead of a circle, this time I want to do a rectangle, but I want the rounded corners. So I'm grabbing this one here, and I want to distort it a little bit. So between the width and the height, I'm gonna unlock the proportions here and just stretch it out. And let's make this one purple as well. Now let's grab some text, and we're gonna type out Emma once again. You can choose whatever font you want to use. I'm using the same one here. And then let's grab another image. So over to images, and I'm gonna type out bunny. And this one over here is cute. So let's grab him and shrink him down. And then you can also adjust the width and height of your rectangle there as well to make everything look snug and like it belongs. And then we can select all those layers, go down to the bottom right and click on flatten. And let's make one more sticker. Let's stick with the bunny theme and scroll down here. Let's grab this one here. He kind of looks like Thumper. He's so cute. So I'm gonna grab this one. And once again, let's do our text. Let's change the font this time. Let's look for a cursive font this time. Let's use Banana Pumpkin. And we'll put that underneath here. And this time, instead of putting this on a shape like a circle, square, or rectangle, we're just gonna create an offset. So select your bunny and your name. We're gonna click on the pencil. Again, if you don't have this pencil on your page, you'll find offset at the top. And then under effects, we're gonna click on offset. And you can see this blue line going around the entire image here. It's a little fat. I'm going to bring it in just a little bit and then click on apply. And let's make the offset purple as well, so we can go back up to the top and change that to purple. And then we can select all three of those layers, go down to the bottom right and click on flatten. So now we've created 3 fun stickers. Now let's get them all on our sticker sheet. So we're going to unhide that template by clicking on the eye. We're going to minimize this sidebar here. We'll bring this over here. So now we can place all of our stickers on top, and you can resize them if you want, duplicate them to make as many as you need to, and position them wherever you want them to go. So I have a feeling I'll use this sticker a lot, probably putting them on markers or pencil crayons. So I want it to be really tiny. So I have a width here of 1.2 inches, and it's only 0.4 inches in height. So I think that would be great for like pencil crayons or something. So I'm going to duplicate this one. So to duplicate, you can go above the layers panel and click on that plus, and you can just make a whole pile of these. And you can tell they're not all lined up right now, and that might drive you crazy. So you can select all these names at once, but you can see I selected my guide layer as well. So I'm actually going to hide that guide layer again. Now I'm going to select all of those names and go up to align and center. So they're all nice and neat in a row, and we can move those wherever you want on your page. I want to see that guide layer again. There we go. And then you can just go through these, duplicate them. You can make some bigger, some smaller, and just play around with where you want everything to be. So then when you're done, it should look something like this. Now, before we continue, we want to select everything, including your guide layer. So you can see in the layers panel, everything's green, everything is selected. We're gonna go down to the bottom and click on attach, and then click on make. Make sure you have the right material size selected. I'm using A4 paper, and then press continue. We're gonna send this over to our printer, and then I'm gonna leave the bleed on. What that does is just extend the color of your stickers a little bit past your design, so that if your calibration is just slightly off, you're not going to notice. But I do recommend calibrating your Cricut machine before you begin any print and cut projects. We're also going to use the system dialog and then click on print. Your system dialog box should pop up on your screen, but if you're not using full screen mode, it'll probably be hiding behind your Design Space application. We're printing in color, we're using A4 paper, And under media and quality, I'm gonna change this to photo glossy paper as I'm using glossy sticker paper today, and the quality is set to best. Now, your print options may look slightly different than mine depending on what printer you're using. Then you can load your sticker paper into your printer. Make sure you're printing on the right side, and then press print. These stickers that printed out beautifully, and although I did use glossy sticker paper, I'm still gonna apply a sheet of self-adhesive laminate over top. This is gonna protect my stickers to make them waterproof so that if anyone spills their water bottle at school, we're not gonna wreck the stickers. So let's peel the backing off of this self-adhesive laminate sheet. And if you're wondering what materials I've used, I will have those linked all down below in the description so that you can find those easily. So I just peeled back the corner here. And when I do this, I like to line it up starting at the bottom, make sure I'm covering the whole sheet, and we're gonna press our sticky corner down. And oops, I got a little bit of a wrinkle in there. Try not to do that. And then we're gonna flip the laminate sheet up, and we've got our little tab right there. So we're gonna be pulling this tab here while using a squeegee, and we're gonna get this on top of our stickers. And then just go over it, smooth out any bumps you have. If you do get any little air bubbles or something like that, something that I find works well is just grabbing a pin pen. You can pop the air bubble and then smooth it out. I don't see any air bubbles on mine. Oh, maybe there's one right there. I'm gonna pop that one, smooth that out, and we're good to go. Then we're gonna place our stickers on our mat. Make sure the arrow is in the top left-hand side. Smooth that on your mat. You can use a brayer if you want to push that down a little more. And then we need to select our cut settings. So click on Browse All Materials, and I'm searching for printable, waterproof, and I press enter. Nothing's coming up. Not sure why. Normally when I search for materials, they pop right up. It could be because I am using the beta version of Cricut Design Space. There's been so many changes lately that I'm probably just encountering a glitch. So I'm gonna scroll down through all of these options here until I get to vinyl. And here we go here. And we want the printable waterproof sticker set white. And for the materials I'm using, that should give me a nice kiss cut. But you may want to do your own test cuts to see what setting works best for you. I'm gonna click on done, and then I'll be able to load my Cricut machine and get these stickers cut out. Your Cricut will start off by scanning all those registration marks in the corner and then proceed to cut out each sticker. All right, let's check out our back to school labels. So here they are, and we can just go ahead and peel them off. Look how cute those are. And you can see what the bleed mark did in leaving that extra ink around each sticker. So the stickers on the page look bigger than what they actually are, but when you peel them off, you can see what size they are. These are just super cute. Then you can go ahead and label all your kids' back to school items and just stick them on absolutely everything. I hope you enjoyed making back to school labels with me today. For more sticker videos, check out this playlist right over here, and I hope to see you on more crafting adventures.